There's Catholics kneeling, bowing, and praying before or in front of the holy images or statues, not a form of idolatry.
I think this is a debate that has been there for the longest time, because since we were young, and since maybe the beginning of the church, this has been the discussion that has, I don't know, either people have chosen not to take in what the church teaches, because it is a recurring debate that has gone on for a very long time. Because if you look at the definition of idolatry and veneration, what we do as the Catholics, when you talk about idolatry, it means that beyond, there is nothing beyond that image. That image is who you term as your God, and that image is who you expect to give you whatever you are asking for. But for what the Catholic do, for us we venerate the images. And
Maybe
these
for an
images,
Catholic, what is the meaning of veneration?
Veneration is like paying respect,
Respect.
respecting like that. Because what we do like Catholic, instead of worshipping as many people say, we venerate. And what an image does, it acts as a symbol, as a sign, a representation to remind you of, for example, if it is Mary, to remind you of God. Like now when you are coming to a place here, you saw the signpost, wherever you saw it, but that doesn't mean that that particular place is where I live. That was just a symbol directing you towards where I stay. So for us as the Catholic, and even there is what the church teaches that veneration of images is based on the incarnation of Christ. The canon law 21:31, and also the Bible, Exodus chapter 20 verse 3 to 5. It talks about we are not supposed to bow down or to worship the idols. Rather, maybe what we do as Catholics, if you remember, there is somewhere, I remember very well the chapter where the people of Israel, when they were along the journey, then there is somewhere there were snakes that were biting them. And then as they were being bitten by the snakes, then Moses was told, make a statue of a bronze snake. And whoever looks at that snake will be healed. So that is part of what the church does. And most of what we do is that it comes from the Bible. So when you look at that cross, is not that you are worshiping it. It's like you are paying respect to it, just in commemoration of the salvation of people of Israel on their journey from the slavery from Egypt to what? Where they were to Canaan, yes, to Canaan. Thank you.
I also read the Bible.
Yes, which is good. Yes.
Okay, so maybe secondly, why do Catholics or the Catholic Church give the Blessed Virgin Mary or Mother Mary a very special position?
So I think for me, first of all, I want to talk to Mary as a mother. And I believe every human being venerate, I don't know, there is kind of, if you can say now we worship, it's kind of every human being who has been brought up by a mother. There is that kind of, can I say, like we have a great respect to who our mothers are. And I believe that Mary was given the same respect by God. If God, the Creator, saw the need to give Mary that respect, higher respect, who are we? And I have heard so many people saying that Mary was just used like the donkey, the donkey that carried Jesus during the triumphant entry to Jerusalem. That is a different interpretation of who Mary is. Because also when we look at Jesus was both human and divine. So the humanity part of Jesus, that's what I tell myself, this is my opinion. The humanity part of Jesus, I know he loves his mother to totality. And I believe, sometimes I imagine that, I don't know what he feels when he hear the way people talk about his mother. Just as you can hear about your mother, I know you can fight and even do anything to fight for your mother. And I believe it's the same the way Jesus, for me, that's what I take. Like Jesus would fight for his mother. And so now let me bring what the church say, that the Blessed Virgin Mary is considered special because she's the mother of Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is the Redeemer. And she is taken as a co-redeemer because Jesus came to bring salvation. And her role in the salvation history is celebrated particularly in her acceptance to the will of God. Because remember, when the angel Gabriel came and told her about this great apostolate, let me talk as a religious, the great mission that she was to carry out. First of all, she was like, what? Me? She had to ask questions. But then, even after asking questions, she had the will to accept. That willingness to say yes to God, what we call Pieter Sama. That one is what we say is her greatest. She shows us as human beings how we are supposed to respond to the will of God. And that acceptance to do the will of God without knowing what is beyond, that makes Mary special. And for those who keep asking about the Catholic Church and Mary, what about you? Who is Mary to you? Don't put emphasis on what the Catholic Church say, but who is this woman? Who is this woman who accepted to be used as a tabernacle? That's what the Catholic Church, we say the first tabernacle it was the womb of Mary. She accepted to be used by Jesus. You, who is Mary to you? Look at the Islams. They have a full chapter in the Quran about Maryam.
I think they mention her name around 33 times.
Yes, they do a lot, and it is sometimes surprises me that a Christian would despise the part of Mary in the salvation history. She's a very special woman. We do not worship Mary. We venerate her. We look at her as our role models, especially myself as a religious sister. Even as I say yes to the will of God, she said yes to the will of God and went ahead to become part of the redemption, salvation history. She became part of it by her acceptance to do the will of God. Yes.
So maybe just a little bit on the cross, we see Jesus telling his beloved disciple John, behold your mother, and telling Mother Mary, behold your son. Was it a way of offering her mother to the world?
Okay, maybe what we have grown up knowing and what the church teaches is that Mary was given to us, and us, we were given to Mary. You see, that Jesus was so caring that he would not let either of us suffer. Like the mother, you remember even her intercession during the wedding at Cana. When they looked and they saw there is a need here, but who can do this? And Jesus can do it, but who is going to talk to him?
The mother.
And so they went to the mother, and the mother was kind enough, despite what the response is. Jesus said, like, who has told you my time is here? But the mother knew.
But I also like the response from the mother.
Yes.
Do as he tells you.
Then she tells the disciple, do as she tells you. That means that this is a mother, a woman who is always ready to listen to us, to our needs, to tell them. Even at home, sometimes when we are afraid to face our fathers, you go through your mother. Because they have a language. The mothers have a language that they use to persuade for that what we are asking for. So I believe that Mary at the foot of the cross, Jesus gave Mary to us as our mother, and she gave Mary us to Mary as her kids. And if you have a mother, you can always run to your mother for anything that you want, because you believe once you tell your mother, she will know what to do, no matter what. Thank you.